So hello everyone, the topic today I'm going to cover is going to be regarding the weapons which are inducted in Indian Army. And mainly I'm going to talk about the guns, and we'll cover the artillery weapons and tanks and missiles in different video. So let's just first of all start with the guns. Firstly we will talk about the pistols. What are the pistols which are in our Indian Army? So the first pistol we are going to talk about is the pistol auto 9mm1A. So it is a basic weapon, secondary basic weapon in the Indian Army which soldiers carry. It is rarely used by our special forces, because they use Glock and Beretta etc. different weapons. So this is the main secondary weapon which is used by our special Indian Army. So it's a semi-automatic 9mm pistol, and it was made up in OFD. Ordnance Factory of OFD Ordnance Factory of Dehradun. So it was built up there. So the second weapon we are going to talk about is the Glock. Its origin is Austria. It was made up in Austria, and it was a semi-automatic pistol again, and 9mm the same thing, but special thing in this is it is used by special forces majorly. So special forces use this weapon. Then comes the SIG 226. It's again a semi-automatic pistol, 9mm, and it was its origin is from Germany. Same, used by some forces, some units, and majorly by the special forces. So here we are finished with the pistols. Now let's talk about the SMGs, submachine guns. So the first SMG, this is IWI Tavo X95 SMG. So it's a submachine gun, and the same gun we have in 7.62 and 5.56 weapon also. So it's a 9x19mm of submachine gun. Know the origin, everybody knows, and is well aware about its origin. It's from Israel, and is inducted in service since 2011. So it's a very old and special weapon in Indian Army. So then comes the micro Uzi. So micro Uzi, many of my fellows who play PUBG are well aware about this weapon, and in special forces also, or any counterinsurgencies, talking about some attacks which took place in northeastern side. We use this weapon majorly in jungles etc., jungle type of terrains. So this is carried by our special forces. Special forces use this. Then comes the P90. Again, P90, talk about Belgium, is the origin of this weapon. Submachine gun is, and special forces use this weapon. National security guards use NSG and SPG also. Then comes the ARs, assault rifles. So assault rifles being the major part and the first weapon we are going to use, being the SIG 716i, inducted from the United States. We ordered 72,600 pieces from 72,400 pieces from United States. Second batch for 72,000 units are coming soon. So this is a very great weapon. If I talk about all the reviews and things I watched on YouTube, so this is a great weapon. 7.62 is the ammo it's going to use, and it is going to replace the current frontline weapon which we use, that is INSAS, because INSAS is very much faults. We will talk about that later on a different video. So this is about SIG. Then comes the AK-203. AK-203, we are making this with Russia in the factory. Yeah, we are making this. So we are building this weapon again, 750,000 pieces. For again, it is going to replace the INSAS weapon and is going to be inducted in Indian Army again. And the final agreement, then production will be going to start in December 2020. So let's talk about the next weapon. So yeah, AK-203, everybody is well aware about its AR, very essential as assault, and Russia's origin. AK's full form, everybody is automatic Kalashnikov, aware about it, and 7.62 ammo it uses. So then comes AK-103, the same weapon. There are some things about this AK-203. You can induct major things: holograms, scopes, thermals etc., grenade launchers etc. Many things you can use in this weapon. Same goes AK-103 and AK-47. Same, Russia's origin we took it from, and special forces, paramilitary forces including Marcos, Garud, Ghatak and NSG use this weapon also. So next comes the IMI Tavor TAR 21. Again, Israeli weapon, 5.56 ammo it uses. Standard uses in special forces assault rifle, the major and the the most important weapon they use. Like, yeah, like I have heard to some officers talking about it and saying that whenever we used to carry this in higher terrains, so we not used to hold it like this, so they used to round it up and put this weapon in the back, and because it weighs around 5.5 to 7 kgs, so it's a heavy weapon. So they used to carry this by this. And then comes the IMI Galil. It's assault rifle procured from Israel. As nowadays you can see that we procure most of the weapons from Israel being the very important partner of us regarding the weapons. So IMI Galil assault rifle 5.56 used by the para special forces. Then comes the M4a1 Carbine. Special forces use this weapon a lot, and if you talk about this weapon and ask the major officers about which weapon you like the most of the the officers say that they like this M4a1 Carbine, being it can be changed into many modes, and like some soldiers say that they used to use this in single double tap. So this type like they use in this type of in firing, one single tap, then they double tap the weapon so that they can get a good aim on the target. So yeah, procured from United States, 5.56 ammo, and it's an again important rifle used by our special forces, para forces, and some Marcos and Ghatak, etc. So here is the normal weapon which everybody is aware about, and this is INSAS being the primary weapon from the starting days. So INSAS 5.56, everybody is aware about plastic body, so it gets broken in. So there are many faults in this weapon. So but now they replaced this batch, and in Kargil war there were many complaints, and because of it we lost many soldiers. So yeah, but after that we made some moderate changes in this weapon, and it was quite a good weapon. But if you are going to shoot an enemy who is in a far away range, like in 500 meters, so he is not going to get very good amount of damage, but he is the person who is going to shoot terrorists, they must be having, because they mostly carry AKs, so 7.62 ammo that is going to run out of your chest, and your 5.56 by INSAS is not going to damage much to that enemy. So yeah, that's why these were some major defaults in INSAS. That's why we didn't took. Dragunov comes here, Dragunov SBD sniper. Again, it's a sniper rifle took from Soviet Union, USSR, and very important weapon. If you talk about snipers in India's special forces snipers, they they agreed that they just love this weapon and they like its range. Its range is really long, around 1.1 to 2 kilometers. It can shoot from a single place, so it has a very long range. Then comes the Heckler & Koch PSG-1. It's again from augmented origin. Its origin is Germany. We took it from Germany, used by our Indian Army, Special Forces, and NSG and Marcos also. So let's further move, and then comes the IMI Galil 7.62 sniper, procured from Israel. 7.62 ammo. It uses sniper and is used by some special forces in our Indian Army. So let's talk about the LMGs now. Let's quickly go through the LMGs. LMG INSAS, light machine gun INSAS LMG, again basic weapon, not a basic weapon, but it is majorly used by our army. So it's a standard weapon and is used by our Indian Army. So nowadays there are news that it is going to be changed and replaced by Negev from Israel. So Negev is going to replace this weapon, and INSAS is going to get away from his. So M4a1 used by Special Forces, NSG and Para. So it's again a light machine gun. Majorly you have seen this in games also, like PUBG and other combat games, etc. So yeah, next comes the Negev NG7. Negev again, we are going to get this soon. 16,479 pieces are going to be delivered this month in June 2021, but I think the shipment is going to delay because of the reason some issues in Israel also, and the other thing being the COVID-19 pandemic, which is creating a lot of massacre and issues around. So yeah, these are the major problems which we are facing. So yeah, if we talk about what things we being the Indian Army is doing for like trying for the weapons, we have made some changes and we have used some weapons like JVPC being the joint venture protective carbine. We have made this weapon on our own. DRDO's our scientists have made some research and made this weapon. So yeah, is expected to replace SAF Carbine 2A1. So this will replace that gun, and it's a submachine gun. So the next gun being the ASMI, Prasad A. Manod, this has like made this weapon. ASMI, it's a machine pistol and 9mm is going to use, and it's undergoing trial, and majorly we think that it will soon be inducted in Indian Army. Indian Army is doing a lot of things nowadays, and we'll talk about the reforms in the sector of the defense forces also. So yeah, this was all about the guns, majorly guns. What are the things are changing, and what are the things in future we are going to change. I talked about two guns, being the JNPC joint venture protective carbine, and the second one being the ASMI, which are going to be procured by Indian Army. So yeah, these are the things, these are the guns, major important guns. And nextly we will talk about the main artillery weapons, tanks, missiles also in different video. So yeah, that's it for today. I think this will help you a lot for your further process for being for the SSB or just for your personal knowledge. So yeah, thank you so much. That was all from my side, being Akshay on this side. Have a good time. Thank you so much.